Man, as many of you guys know, maybe not on Instagram, but on Facebook, this last weekend's been a tough one. One of my he's a really good mountain biking friend. I don't really know what category to put him in because I didn't know really his personal life. I knew him for mountain biking. I knew him from adventure racing. I knew him from years, like 25 years of doing stuff together. He passed away. He passed away on a mountain bike ride, in the middle of the ride. You know, it's still pretty raw, and we're still trying to find out exactly what happened. You know, whether or not he actually was awake and conscious when he crashed, because he crashed and he smashed his head into a big rock, or he didn't. You know, perhaps he was unconscious at that point and, you know, flew off the bike, and the crash into the rock, you know, like was the period at the end of the sentence. But what I wanted to talk about was life, death, and choices. Because obviously, well, maybe not obviously, my Facebook post struck a chord with a lot of people. Hundreds of responses and condolences, and I think today more than ever we are feeling as a culture. I can just speak for myself. I am feeling more as a culture. The idea of dying and death is closer to me in my everyday life than it's ever been. Not that I think I'm going to die of COVID or anybody's dying of COVID, but people are dying of COVID. And there are things happening in the world of consequence. And, you know, one of the things that occurred to me after my friend Roy's death this weekend was we get to choose. We get to choose how we live. In spite of all the shit going on around us, we get to make the choice of how we want to go through our life. And we get the opportunity to either allow the things that are going on in our life to dictate how we're going to be, or we get to allow the things going on in our life to be the way they're going to be, and to choose to be the way we want to be. Here's the thing I want to talk about. I might have already been talking about it, but had Roy gone out on that bike ride, or me, or any of the other people that we were with, and been afraid of dying, like literally afraid of dying, like, oh my God, is it going to happen on this mountain bike ride? Like, what if he knew that sometime over the next 30 years of his life, he was going to die on a mountain bike ride? And he left the car wondering, is today the day? He would have robbed himself of his own ability to be happy, joyful, exuberant, fun, relaxed, expressive, in the moment. He would have robbed himself of that opportunity. As a result of him not doing that, he was fun, he was exuberant, he was expressive, he was in the moment, he was curious, he was having fun. All of us were, on an incredibly beautiful day. And he died. He died. And he died, I may add, in a way that, in my opinion, all of us aspire to. Just like that. Out, gone. Period at the end of the sentence. No suffering. Might not have even known it had happened. It's very possible. Now, let me ask you a question. How are you going through your life? Are you going through your life like the person who started, like if we had started that mountain bike in fear of the potential of dying? Is that how you wake up in the morning? Are you allowing either coronavirus or whatever's going on in your life to dictate the rules around the way you think about how you're going to go through your day? Or are you living and really living in spite of that? It's a big question. And it's one that we're all faced with right now because of the magnitude of the way the universe is transpiring. Transpiring? No, that's not the right word. The word just blew out of my head. Aligning against us. It's seemingly against us. It's not really against us. It's just different than it's been in 70 years. Really different. So, if there's nothing else that comes of Roy's death, there's going to be a lot of stuff that comes as a result of Roy's death for me. But you've got the opportunity to choose every single day. How are you going to lead yourself in your life? Are you going to allow the fear of the potential of dying to change and cause your aliveness to bottom out, to rob you of your joy and your love of whatever it is you're doing? Are you going to allow the fear to fester and to build up and to cause you to not be who you would be otherwise? Or are you going to ignore what's going on in the world and just lead your life the way you want to lead your life? That's what I challenge you to go back. If you just joined Llewellyn, or I don't know who Mama Hatch. If you guys just joined, go back and listen to my whole video. How do you want to lead yourself in your life? You get the choice every day. And I challenge you to lead yourself like my friend Roy did. Start the ride without thinking about, how am I going to die? What am I afraid of? What might happen? And consider that you might inadvertently be doing that every day without even realizing it, and robbing yourself of your aliveness, robbing yourself of love, robbing yourself of spirit, of adventure, of joy. And you can find it. I know you can, because it's there. I'm challenged too. It's been a challenge for me to find that, but you can do it. Well, I want to hear about it if you do it, and let me hear your comments. And yeah, you can figure it out, Llewellyn. I know you can. All right, you guys, I'm done. Peace out. See ya. Wait, how do I end this?